Namaskar. The next principle of Niyama is called Santosha Sadhana. Sadhana, as you know, this word means effort, an attempt for perfection, to complete yourself, to attain perfection in something. So Santosha Sadhana, Santosha means happiness, contentedness. Santosha Sadhana is an effort to become a master of happiness. To be, irregardless of circumstances, to be constantly happy and inspired. It is a practice. It is an attainment also. It is not coming naturally. It is not coming easily. You have to work on it and achieve this capacity to constantly and always become happy. We search for happiness. And our consciousness is infinite. Our thirst for happiness is also infinite. So when we search for happiness in the external world, when we think, when we follow the path of extraversion, when we think that by acquiring objects of pleasure, I will become infinite, we are mistaken, and slowly, slowly, the emptiness inside is not getting filled up, is not getting removed. Rather, that emptiness grows larger. It's like you're thinking that I will fulfill this desire. I will fulfill this desire and I will be happy. This will never happen. You will fulfill one desire, two desires will appear. You will fulfill two desires, 10 desires will appear. You will fulfill 10 desires, 100 desires will appear. This is how it works. If you are trying to extinguish the fire with the gasoline or the oil, it seems that fire gets a little bit down, but next moment it burns with so much heat and so much intensity. It engulfs you. So this is the path of extraversion. If you follow the path of extraversial desire, you become more and more and more and more empty. But if you follow the path of moderation, of limiting the desires, you become more and more happy, more and more satisfied. It is a very paradoxical thing in yoga. So there is one principle, we have already dealt with it. It is called aparigraha. There is a video on YouTube. By following that principle, it helps you to establish yourself in santosha. It helps to establish yourself in happiness. Let's say you were a happy man. You were satisfied with your life, everything was well. But then suddenly you saw a magazine, beautiful, glossy magazine. You saw there beautiful people with a beautiful makeup. They are riding beautiful cars, powerful motorbikes, wearing very expensive watches. Then you thought, oh, my life is so deficient, is so gray. I want to live like them. And this is the story that happens to us all the time. This is our commercial culture. It promotes all the time things that we don't actually need. I don't need, but somebody needs to sell those things. And they create the artificial desire for those. And then, let's say you bought a phone, Model 7. Beautiful, beautiful screen, beautiful everything, beautiful apps. It works very fast. But then you come to know that another model has come out just recently, number 8. And you feel yourself, you're not complete. Something is not complete. And naturally, our desire is to complete ourselves. This is sadhana, to become complete. And you try to complete. You have completed, but something else is not completed. So you want to become a celebrity. You want to become like them. But first you ask them, are they truly happy? Or there is something still missing in their lives? They will tell you, do you think I'm rich? You think it is money? I hardly meet my needs. I have to do this, I have to pay so many, personal. I have to pay for the house. I have such a large house. I have hardly enough money. The person is still not satisfied. So I will not say that the life of celebrities is something better than the life of common people, because inner feeling is the same. You are not satisfied, you are dissatisfied. And regardless of your situation, maybe you're a rich man, maybe you're a poor man, maybe you're educated man, maybe you're illiterate man. Regardless of that, we need to cultivate a principle of santosha to become happy in whatever circumstances we are. And we have to realize one thing, that this happiness does not depend on something external. It implies the cultivation of contentness. I am fine, what I get is enough. I am happy with that. I am happy with what I get without asking. It comes to me without my asking. This is the spirit. You come to eat and the food has been served to you. You have eaten, you are happy. It's not that you ask, oh, please give me this. You're already happy. This is the true spirit of santosha. Now, some people may get impression that I am calling for inertness, inactiveness, that we should stay as we are, we should not develop, we should not aspire for something bigger, but instead remain happy where we are. No, this is not true spirit, because the human nature is always for development. We have to always progress. We have to progress in the physical realm. Why not? Why cannot we make our life more decent? We should progress. I personally enjoy very much when I see, like Elon Musk makes the presentation that he is going to start this, the rocket transportation. My soul is so elated, so elevated. I feel I am going for the rocket. I am going to fly in the rocket. Beautiful, in such a beautiful time I live. I am very much for the physical development. We should make our planet very clean, very organized, very comfortable, very convenient. Why not? Of course we should do. In the psychic realm, I should acquire knowledge. I should become better. I should attain self-control, definitely. In the spiritual realm, I must get elevated. I must attain the goal of life, definitely. But there is one but. While doing all of that, I should be happy. Now, not tomorrow. Not tomorrow when I fly in the rocket, but today when I fly with the Boeing Airjet or Airbus or whatever airplane, I must be happy. I must enjoy. I'm sitting in a plane, in the sky. I am flying. Isn't it beautiful? Why should I be unhappy that I am not flying with a rocket? I should be. Even if I am sitting in a train, I should be happy. Even if I'm sitting in a car, I should be happy. So this is the idea. Attempting to achieve all your aspirations, but being happy already now. Not in the future, not tomorrow. Now, today. With whatever I have. Maybe tomorrow I will have much more. It does not matter. I will be happy today. This is the practice. So we need to cultivate, actually we need to remind ourselves that I have very much, I have given so much, I've been given so much. And then whatever you have, it will grow. Because otherwise you will need to learn the lesson of contentedness. If you think that, oh, I have not enough, then half of what you have should be taken from you. And then you will think, oh, yesterday I had actually enough. Today I have not enough. Okay, another half. But if you feel, oh, I have enough, I have so much, then it can multiply. You think you have so much? Okay, have something more. Now you have. Oh, so much I have. You think you have so much? Have something more. So this is the process. We should maintain this gratefulness, cultivate gratefulness. Be grateful for whatever little. I'm drinking water. Half of the world, they have no access to the clean drinking water. I have 2 legs. I have 2 hands. I have intelligence. I can do meditation. 99% of the world, they don't know how to do meditation. I know. I have the keys from the universe. Such a blessed life. And we should live. The Santosha helps us to live in the present moment. It is in the present moment there is a window of opportunity. In the past, we are attached to the past. We think, it was better before, it was better before, it was better before, it was better before. When it was better? The best was when we were monkeys sitting on the trees. In the past was better, in the past was better. It is a propensity of attachment. It leads us away from the present time. It causes us to misutilize our mental energies, to not employ the energies in the present moment and to progress. Or we go into the fantasies of the future. And that is the propensity of hate. I hate my life. I want to change myself. But why I want to change myself? Out of love or out of hate? I don't like myself. That's why I want to change. I don't like my life. That's why I want to change. And this motivation creates disharmony in the world. You are acting out of emptiness. You are not acting out of fullness. Even in meditation sometimes people come and they ask the sign of asantosha, sign of lack of inner contentedness is this. A person will say, Dada, how many years I have to meditate to achieve samadhi, to achieve enlightenment? So this very question shows that you have not even completed the first two parts of yoga, jhama and niyama. It shows a lack of santosha. It means that you think that I must suffer through these years. How many years? You ask, because you prepare mentally yourself for suffering. I am going to, somehow endeavor and suffer and suffer and suffer, and finally I will get the reward of enlightenment, of samadhi. Everything like this in life. We divide the world into the good and evil. The job is evil. Salary is good. I have to suffer through my job to get a salary. Meditation is evil. Enlightenment is good. I have to suffer through meditation to get the prize. But in spirituality it's not working like this, because from the very beginning you need a balanced state of the mind. So if you sit in meditation thinking, okay, another 5 years, another 5 months, and then you suffer through it, you are not going to realize anything, because God is happiness. God is joy. How you are going to realize God if you are sitting and suffering? You're suppressing yourself. You are trying to... This is not going to work. So my observation, my personal observation, that those people stay on the path who don't ask this kind of questions. They're grateful for today. I'm doing meditation today. Isn't it wonderful? Today I have opportunity to realize something. And they just simply they say, why you do meditation? I like it. I simply like it. Yes, I have a goal, but that goal is in the future. I'm looking at today. Today, I'm so grateful, I'm so happy that I have this practice. Even if I don't achieve anything in the end of my life, I will still feel that this life itself was a blessing. Maybe I have not become Buddha, maybe I have not become enlightened, but this life was a blessing, it is a blessing. So this attitude, one time I was doing meditation and I started to become discontent in myself. I'm trying to concentrate, but the mind just doesn't want to focus. And so many thoughts, and some thoughts are crude. I don't like those thoughts. So I start to think, for so many years I'm meditating, and this is the result, and why is this? And I'm unhappy within. Then after some time, something flashed in my mind, and I realized I'm trying to achieve God. I'm trying to achieve Supreme Consciousness. But I'm trying to love the Supreme Consciousness, but I'm hating. In one form I'm trying to love Him, and in another form I'm hating Him. Because my mind is also an expression of God. My thoughts are also an expression of God. however crude they are still him. And if I don't love myself, and if I don't accept myself, it means I don't love him. I don't accept him. And then there was a change of angle of view in my mind. And suddenly this acceptance has come. I thought, whatever mind I have, it still is a blessing. It is still an opportunity. I don't have anything else. Whatever am I, it is the only thing I have. Right now I have this. So better, instead of hating myself, let me love myself. And then it was such a change in my mind. Even the tears start to come. And then I had beautiful, fantastic meditation. So sometimes when we hate ourselves, we don't accept ourselves. We unknowingly we are blocking our path. So this Santosha sadhana means to always be grateful for whatever you have. Even you think it is, it is suffering, it is not nice. But be grateful, and you will see the transformation occurs within your mind and outside also. Everything transforms when you have gratefulness. So it is also you need to be in this present moment. So many teachers speak about that you need to stay in the present moment, not in the past, not in the future. Right now is all what you have got. God has come to you in this shape, in the external world, in the internal world. So your homework will be cultivate the principle of Santosha. Whenever you notice that your mind has become negative, try to see things from another angle. Try to see that I have so many things to be grateful for. Focus on those things. And even for what you are unhappy with, find the positive sides. Why you are getting this lesson? Why you are getting this situation? And find the inspiration to be grateful for that. So that is Santosha. And then finally you will develop this unshakable positivity. You will constantly remain in the positive flow. And this is very healthy. Because if you do something out of dissatisfaction, let's say you have a partner, you have a wife, you have a friend, and something irritates you, and you will try to change that person. That person will feel that you are fulfilling your own agenda. You're not trying to help him. Although you may say that I'm helping you. Don't be a fool. I'm helping you. But actually, you're projecting your inner emptiness, your inner dissatisfaction, your inner unhappiness on that person. Definitely you will make him also unhappy. You will spread unhappiness all around. But if you are happy, you accept everybody. It does not mean you will not attempt to change, because that is indifference if you don't try to change anything in the world. But you yourself, you personally, you may live 1,000 years, still be happy with such a person. But for his sake, something needs to be corrected. Let me try to help out of fullness. I don't need anything from you, okay? You are fine as you are. But I try to help you as a friend. And that is very much felt. If the parents are doing like this to you, you will feel they are caring for me, they love me. But if they do out of inner dissatisfaction, the child will feel they hate me, these people. They hate me. He will be traumatized. Your wife will feel, your husband will feel, your colleagues will feel, your subordinate workers will feel. Everybody will feel. But if you act out of fullness, everybody will just cannot help but love you, because they know that you work for them, you do for them. So this is the ideal of the practice of Santosha. The very first point is to become happy ourselves, and not to expect that, okay, I will get this number 8 model and then I will be happy. No, be happy with the 7. Even without 7, you don't have anything. Still, try to manage how to be happy. You don't have a car, still, wonderful. At least I can walk and, be very fit. Enjoy that. Because when you get a car, then that opportunity is not anymore there. you are not going to enjoy walking all the time. So that is the first and foremost task, is to become happy. And then later on we can serve the world by our fullness. Yoga is not the path of emptiness. It is the path of fullness. It is the fullness of love. It is not the emptiness of dissatisfaction. So I hope you understood. Thank you very much. Namaskar.